Hello everyone, the Gege of the Gege. Okay, let me say of Vekuve. The Gege of the Gege is really happening in Kano State. The report coming out is that Kwankwaso's son resigns as Kano Commissioner for Youth and Sports. First of all, like I always say, these people have their children all over the place. I don't have anything with anybody having their children in, but there should be equal opportunity to everyone, level playing field for everyone. The way I'm able to put my children in, every other child should also have opportunity to also get in. Like I've been saying to people, these people are handing over to their children, and if we allow them do this handover, it's really going to be devastating for Nigeria. The first mistake we had made was in 1999, where a lot of people refused to participate in politics, and the people who ended up participating in it, they put us where we are today. But anyway, today is talking about Kwankwaso. There has been a read between Kwankwaso and the governor of Kano State, where he has joined APC. I think he has already joined himself. And so Kwankwaso feels that's a betrayer or the real betrayer of betrayer. And really, honestly, the reason why that man is governor, it's really Kwankwaso. Yes, I know some people say, oh, it's God. Yeah, we know God is, knows everything that is going to happen now and all of that. But this is someone who fought so much for him. In 2019, we went all out ensuring that this person gets in. And then when they get in, they just turn their back. Sometimes these governors, they're a bit myopic in the sense that they just look at, someone who is dobaling for them today, that they will put the person in. They forget that absolute power corrupts absolutely, and nobody tests that kind of power for them to come and say that, let's just leave this thing and somebody to now still be using our head. I think for up to now, it is Kwara State Governor, former Kwara State Governor, that really was very docile and behaved. I think Abdul Fattah, that's his name, towards Bukola Saraki, that we didn't hear any of this speak. But even like the Kwankwaso, Ganduje, he was the one that, helped Ganduje in. We saw how that ended up in fight. I don't know what kind of control, whether it's the controlling nature or whatever it is. But anyway, in the last this thing, you've seen how the public face-off that had been going on. Let me just read this report from someone called Imran Mohammed at Imran Muiz on Twitter, now known as X. And he said Kwankwaso's son resigns as Kano Commissioner for Youth and Sports. Mustafa Rabiu Kwankwaso, son of former Kano Governor and NNPP National Leader Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, has resigned as Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports Development and member of the Kano State Executive Council under Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf. In a statement released today, Mustafa Rabiu Kwankwaso announced his resignation with the following words: "It is with heavy heart that I announce my resignation as Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and member of the Kano State Executive Council. I want to express my deepest gratitude to Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf for the opportunity to serve the great people of Kano State. I have cherished the experiences and lessons learned while serving and appreciate the trust placed in me. As I resign, I pray that the youth of Kano State will continue to receive the attention and support they deserve. I hope for the best for our sports development programs and initiatives, and I'm confident that they will flourish in the years to come. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to shower his blessings on our beloved Kano State. I wish the government and people of Kano all the best." This is a very fantastic statement. There's no acrimony there. He did not take sides. He did not take jab. Even though he has taken sides by resigning, he did not take jab at the governor. He was, respectful to his former boss and, just say thank you for the opportunity. But unfortunately, like he said, it's unfortunately all of this had to happen where he had to resign. I would say, I don't know this person. I've never had, I've never even knew of his existence. This is my first time I'm coming in contact with him. I didn't even know him. But I would say with this, letter, it really shows maturity. It really shows, depth, and also it shows capacity to just have integrity, or let me say, should I say character, or what? Don't say, because my father and this person are fighting, and then I'm gonna go all the way, start attacking, insulting, abusing or all of that. There was none of that, and I think it's a good thing to see. And I see in the sector, someone is saying everyone that had resigned so far had thanked the governor and also expressed their wish for continued success of Kano State. No curse word, no swearing. It is impressive. It's actually very impressive, especially when you look at the kind of politics that we have in Nigeria, where things are just done, anyhow. And so you have a quite you have quite a number of that. But one thing that I find quite interesting is that I would not be surprised if the next election come 2027, Kwankwaso decides that he's going to ensure that his son becomes governor. His son will be a gubernatorial candidate. That's also another thing, that will be out there. So far, Kwankwaso does, enjoy huge support from Kano, but somehow that support is also being decimated little by little if one looks at it. You have, first of all, you have the situation with Ganduje, where he had quarrels with Ganduje, and it's been like over 8 years. And so there are some people out of his supporters that he used to have, some of them had gone with Ganduje and really entrenched, because that's where the power is and power has been. And then now you're having this current governor again, this quarrel. Definitely there are some people who are still going to remain with the governor himself. So does that, and yeah, I have not seen him shown as much, although there are people who admire him across, the northern states, but they have not shown as much, support as like what he pulls in Kano State. But we'll see how it goes and all of that. But you might be looking at the next gubernatorial candidate for wherever party that Kwankwaso decides to be, running in Kano. He might be running against this man that used to be the current governor, that used to be a is it progeny they call it, of Rabi Musa Kwankwaso. But hey, like I always say, nature aborts vacuum. This is it. People are coming together. People are, aligning. What these politicians are doing, their alignment, realigning, whatever, however. But what then does it say to us? What about us? Which part are we in all of this, and what is it that we expect, to see? So I must say to everyone, interesting times coming up in Kano State, and let's just see how everything goes, and we continue to talk about them, to analyze them. But I just want to also say to everyone, politics is something that we all have to be part of. Don't just stay on one side and feel that, oh no, it doesn't concern you. It concerns every one of us, and we have to put in the work. If we don't put in the work, we can't blame those who are putting the work. Thank you so much, for watching. Bye.